If you're a construction business owner turning over 500k and you're constantly wondering where all your hard-earned money has gone, I'm about to show you something that'll make you want to check your books tonight, because there's a profit leak happening in your business right now that you probably don't even know exists. I work with construction business owners that are exactly in your position, flat out busy, great projects, but somehow always stressed about cash. And there's one specific reason why you're working 70-hour weeks, but your bank balance doesn't reflect it. Here's your reality right now. You started as a tradesman, built up this business, you've got a team of maybe 10-15 people working for you, projects booked solid, everyone thinks you're successful, but once CIS is taken, retentions are held back, and you've paid your subbies all before the client pays you, you're still staring at your bank balance, hoping and praying that somehow cash will land into it as if by magic. And you're thinking, this is crazy, we're flat out, yet I'm still dreading the VAT bill landing. Now, what I'm going to reveal comes from working with dozens of construction business owners that thought they were going mad, but by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where your profits are disappearing, and you'll have a way to diagnose where every penny is going in your business. But I'm warning you, once you see this, you won't be able to unsee it. Now, here's the harsh reality. How can you be flat out busy with jobs lined up, lads on site, and vans heading out every morning and still feel broke at the end of the month? It just doesn't add up, does it? But in my experience, this isn't really a cash flow problem. It's a visibility problem. And construction businesses fall into this trap more than any other business because they have CIS deductions, retentions being held back, and money that's constantly moving between suppliers and subbies and clients, and you're shifting big numbers, but you can't actually see what cash is yours to keep. That's what I call the bank balance trap. You're making decisions based on what's sitting in the bank account today with no real idea of what's coming in next week, next month, what's going out, and every choice is basically guesswork. It's like running a project that's hundreds of thousands of pounds as if it was a small kitchen refurb job, and the stress of that never stops. You're finding yourself checking your bank balance multiple times every day. You're wondering whether you'll make payroll this week. You're trying to juggle subby payments against supplier bills, basically robbing Peter to pay Paul just to get through. And here's another truth. The bigger you get, the worse it gets. More projects mean more moving parts, more money flying in and out, and even less visibility. What should feel like success ends up feeling like a prison. The emotional toll is brutal. You're working harder than anyone you know, yet you still feel like you're failing. And the truth is, your business should be funding your life, not consuming it, but instead you're left with the constant frustration of being successful on paper and broke in reality. Now, if this hits close to home, you need to know there's a way to see exactly where your money is going. Click on the first link in the description below to see if we might be able to help. But first, let me show you the specific profit leak that's probably costing you thousands every single month. So there's a profit leak in your business right now, and you probably don't even see it. And the scary part, the bigger you grow, the worse it gets. And 9 times out of 10, your accountant won't even pick it up. It's called work in progress, WIP or WIP. And here's what it means. You've done the work, the lads have been paid, materials are on site, the plant's running, but you haven't been billed yet. So the costs are stacking up long before the money comes in. On paper, the job looks profitable, but in reality, your cash is draining away. Another example of WIP is where you have done extra work, either due to scope creep or variations that you have not billed. And that's why WIP is so dangerous. You think you're making money, but overruns, wasted material, and extra labor are quietly chewing away at your margin, and by the time you notice, the job's finished and the profit's gone. And it's not just one job. This occurs on job after job. Jobs that look successful are quietly destroying your margins, and cash flow surprises appear out of nowhere. And the faster you grow, the bigger the problem becomes. And the reason why construction gets hit the hardest is because materials, labor, subcontractors, and client payments are all on different payment cycles. On top of that, you have clients deducting retentions from your invoices, tying up your money for many months. And it only takes one late payment to set off a domino effect across every site. Now, the truth is, most accountants don't get this. They think a job is profitable the day you raise an invoice. But in construction, profitability shifts every single day. If they're not tracking that in real time, their advice is going to be out of date. And here's the bottom line. Every month this goes unchecked, you're losing money. And the bigger you get, the bigger the leak. So you're working harder and harder, but going backwards. For most construction business owners, the penny only drops at breaking point. It usually happens during a cash crisis, when there's payroll to pay and not enough cash in the bank, or when that big VAT bill lands and you had no idea how much that was going to be, or it hits when you're trying to grow and you're suddenly wondering whether you've got enough cash to fund that new project that you're about to bid for. That's the moment you realize that being busy is not the same as being profitable. So what does a proper finance function actually look like? It's about having real-time visibility, knowing exactly which project is making money and which one's losing you money, having a 13-week cash flow forecast that shows you on a week-by-week basis what's coming in, what's going out, so that there are no surprises and no more guesswork. It's about having systems that work without you, a business that doesn't need you firefighting every single day, the ability to step back without everything falling apart, and the confidence to take on bigger projects knowing your numbers back you up. That's when real transformation happens. You move away from reactive to proactive, from guesswork to knowing, from business that drains you to a business that funds your future. Now you've got two choices. You can carry on winging it, trying to run a £500,000 plus or £1 million plus business like you're running a kitchen refurb job. But if you do, you'll keep facing chaos, firefighting cash flow, VAT bills you can't cover, retentions tying up your money, and sleepless nights wondering how you'll pay the subbies. Or you can take the smarter route, like one of our clients Athena Commercial Interiors did. They came to us right at the start of their journey. They knew they were going to grow fast and wanted the right systems in place from day one. So we built those systems for them and we guided them and advised them along the way. Now, what was their result? In year one, they hit £4.7 million in turnover. In year two, they grew another 20%. And now in year three, they're on track to triple their revenue. And that was all possible because their growth was not strangled by poor systems, but instead it was supported by a finance team that understood construction, and which meant that the directors didn't have to worry about managing the finances, and instead they focused on growing the business. Now here's the truth. Every single day you don't have financial visibility, you're losing money. And in construction, that can mean thousands of pounds disappearing every single month in hidden leaks. And the longer you wait to fix it, the worse the problem gets. So why don't most construction businesses sort this out? A lot of the time, they just don't know where to start. Some think they need an expensive in-house finance team. Others stick with the accountants who don't really understand construction. And some just hope the problem will fix by itself, but it never does. And the cost of waiting is brutal. More hidden losses every single month, growth opportunities missed, stress and sleepless nights that never go away. And for some, the very real risk of a cash flow crisis sinking their business. That's money that could be buying new kit or new gear, hiring better staff, or even paying you, the business owner, a proper wage. Instead, it's leaking away in the background because you don't have the visibility to see it. Now, if you've been watching this and thinking this is exactly my situation, then you need to get clarity on where your money is going and you need to get it now. I've created a construction finance health check specifically for construction businesses turning over £500,000 a year. It takes only 3 minutes to complete and you'll get an instant report showing exactly where your finance function is strong and where it's bleeding money. It's like a site survey for your finances. It's quick, simple, and it tells you where the cracks are. Click on the first link in the description below to see if we might be able to help. Now here's why you need to do this today and not next week. Every month you operate without financial visibility, you're potentially losing thousands in hidden profit leaks. The business owners who fix this early build wealth. The ones who wait, well, they just keep working harder for less money. Now because you watched this far, if you complete the assessment and you're genuinely ready to fix this, not just curious, but you're ready to take action, I'll personally review your results with you on a 30-minute call. No sales pitch, just me looking at your specific situation and advising you what's costing you money and how you can fix it. Now the link is in the description below, but don't bookmark this for later. Take the assessment now while you're thinking about it, because if you're like most construction business owners, later never comes. Your business should be building your wealth, not keeping you up at night wondering where the money went. Get the diagnosis, find out what's really happening, then we can fix it.